1, 2. Hey there, Pierre here. Today we're talking about how to trigger your inspiration. Roll it. Alright, so what can you do as a musician to get past the white page syndrome? Or in other words, to get the creative juice flowing? Good question. First, I'd like to stress that I don't own the ultimate method to become endlessly creative. I'm just about to tell you what has worked for me. And it's still a learning process. For some reason, it works better certain days and other not that much. But it gets better and better as time passes by. And there are some tricks to get quickly to the zone. So I recently released a song called 1,000 More, available on every streaming platform. I'll put the link in the description. This song has been initially thought as an instrumental one, but during a little talk with my friend Joe from The Day's Sun, he told me to sing on it. Only this song has absolutely not been made as a classic radio style song. I mean, with a classic structure like verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Some will add pre-choruses in that structure, but you get it. 1,000 More has been initially created as a 4-part orchestral song to become a music for a film trailer. Still can be, but a new dimension has been added. And it started like this. I just opened my Logic Pro. Yes, the first step to get creative is to stop scrolling and to open your DAW. Whatever it is that you're using, Pro Tools, Cubase, they are the same. Gary Vee said once, make. I believe he's right. It is by making and repeating that making process that you will get you where you want to be. And I should add, and documenting it, which has been and still is my biggest struggle. But this is for another video. Maybe. Okay, I digress. Okay, so now what to do with an empty Logic session. Here comes the first hint. Using templates. A template is a powerful help to get past the white page syndrome. It's like being a child and instead of coming into an empty room, the room is already packed with a ton of toys. You just have to walk slowly amongst all the toys and looking at them, or in this case, hearing them, until one brings you the spark. To me, it happens often as an image, a mood that you get from seeing a movie, for example. Here, for 1,000 More, I stepped upon the sound Stradivari in my complete ultimate bundle. It's a wonderfully well-recorded violin sound. And as I hit the first note, I was immediately transported into a movie, a fight scene of a Viking or ancient tribe in Scotland film, kind of, where a single warrior is facing an army. And when you get that image, that spark, and you've played a little bit with it, this is when you need to hit record. Important to notice that what you will record then might surely be rubbish, and it's okay. The goal here is to get the creative juice flowing. So you hit record and you get your first notes into the session. The next thing to do is to get back into your head, because this is where everything happens, and find out that image you had a few moments before and hold on to it like a snail on a window, because in this very moment your entire life depends on it. And this image will give you other notes in your head. It could be with the same sound or another. To me, it was a pulsation, like a heartbeat, or the steps of a whole army marching in rhythm towards my lone warrior who's hiding behind a ruined house. Got it. I found that sound in Straylight with the preset Dark Path and recorded a few bars. Then I went back to my strings ensemble sound and recorded the supporting part of the Stradivari melody. And like that, I had my intro. Then I looked around and took another toy. One that I knew will bring me another image, because it has already done so in the past, Lores. Here again, I just opened the plugin and played with the presets until I heard something which brings me something new, maybe a new character in my building up story. This lady's voice did exactly that. And cherry on the cake, I discovered that on this other note, I could simulate something like the notion of suspense. Good. I hit record for a few bars and got it saved. Oh yeah, save your work. Often. Even if Logic covers your ass to a certain extent, but anyway, save your work. Now I needed to implement the idea of time inexorably passing by, with a certain pressure. My hero needed to take action. He knew that if he waited too much, he'd been doomed. So I used a simple piano sound, but a soft one, slowly decreasing, to simulate the sand in a hourglass. Then the first appearance of the big drums, associated with a dark, strange sound. Our hero is preparing something, and this metallic sound brings back memories from his past. Then the drop. Everything is suspended. Here we are. The Stradivari sound sends a new melody into space. We can even imagine the camera turning around our hero when he was young, several important moments of his life. Sweet moments happening in his head as he's about to risk his life fighting against the soldiers marching towards him. A pulsing synth is ticking the time passing by. Tension is building. I knew that at a certain moment I'd have to catch a guitar and make it grow. Third part of the song. Our hero is now fully focused on his battle. The guitars and drums are building up something gigantic. Big impacts. Smoke is covering the battlefield. Strings that are continuing the pulsation, followed by our strange sounds and the pulsing synth. Our hero is ready. New drop. He jumps out of his spot and fast as lightning, one by one he eliminates all his enemies. The music runs freely as wild horses in the plains now. The cellos, brass and horns are singing the previous melody, while the rest of the orchestra is playing the 16th notes that give the epicness of the sound. Resolution. Our Stradivari violin plays the outro. The smoke is blown away by the wind, is covering a place full of corpses. Our hero is there, out of breath, contemplating his sad and savage work. He had to do it, for the sake of his family and friends. Me too. You too. Wow, what a story. But it wasn't the end, because as I very often do, I send my work to my friends for feedback. I trust their music expertise, and I know that if I do shit, they'd tell me. Here, Joe from The Day's Sun told me that he felt that I'd have to sing on it. I was a bit skeptic, cause this song was absolutely not made as a classic singing song. But I gave it a try. I took a few days to write and mature the lyrics. Actually, I've just told the story I've had in mind when I wrote the song, the one you have now. I even did a little rapping part in the third part. And here's the result. The melodies came quite instinctively. And as I'm used to record vocals quickly, thanks to my singing session business, I've recorded and mixed the voices in no time. Actually, it was a bit too quick because I find that my rapping part is a bit too quiet comparing to the rest. So here you are. The whole song is here. And once again, the simple fact of opening a Logic session and to allow myself a little time to play with the available toys and to daydream a scene helped me overcome the white page syndrome and finish a new song. So what are you doing to start creating? What tricks do you take out of your hat to get the magic happening? Please tell it in the comment section. I'd really like to know how you do it, so that if we give each other our creative hints, we'll be able to give more music to the world. And God knows the world needs it right now, whoever your God might be. Alright, I hope you've liked what you've seen and heard. Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Bye.
This is my shield.